Thank you, Isha. A very good evening, everyone. There is so much energy in this room. There's so much energy outside as well. I call it the energy of excellence. Let me begin my note by giving a big round of applause to all the real estate leaders who are here and who are being felicitated today. As Isha said a few minutes back, this year we are celebrating 25th year of existence of Hurun. And in India, it's been the 13th year. The background of Hurun, just so that some of you are not aware, when we started and why we started, I thought it's relevant to speak about this audience. So I met the founder of Hurun in 2012 after I graduated in the UK. I did my MBA from Oxford side, and that's when I met him. Then I had this economist chart which compared India and China to the rest of the world in terms of what the share of GDP has been. And this, about 300 years back, I think India and China had lion's share of the global GDP. But as the years progressed, because of all these things that have happened in between, which we know, India's GDP contribution to the rest of the world came down to 2%. And in 2012, when I was looking at India and researching about India, submitting some of these MBA papers, I thought this could really be the opportunity to come back to India and start understanding about the economy in a much stronger depth. And I did see it firsthand when Hurun was launched in '99. When they wanted to speak about Asia, they took China as the first market, and that was when all these Alibabas and all these companies were founded. And I really thought 2012 could be a time when the similar thing would happen in India as well. So that's when I quit my job, resigned, invested in the business, became a co-founder in 2012. Then I have absolutely no idea how a media business is being built. But since I don't come from a media background, I absolutely no idea about how a business is being built because I'm the first entrepreneur in my family. My dad is a doctor. And I chose Kerala as my first place to start because Kerala, being a home state, the cost of mistakes are minimal. So that's quite an obvious place to start. Then I kept on doing research. I met a lot of entrepreneurs. I think some of my friends are here, Pankaj and Tapan. All of these friends were always motivating and supporting me in terms of doing the research and staying true to what we believed in. So in that mission is when I decided there is a real opportunity to start a high integrity research platform, which means I can proudly say that in the last 13 years, we haven't done a single paid award or single paid interview. So anything that has to do with Hurun, it has to be completely on merit. So that has been the sort of the foundation of how we built the business over the last 13 years. Thank you. And we bootstrapped a business now with zero debt. I must say that as well. But I think now that we built the platform, I think it's an opportunity to scale it and try to make as much impact as possible. Today, Hurun in India get about 2 billion views, not in our platform, but in all the other platforms put together. So our sort of ambition is to have at least 10 to 20% of that views in our platform. So that could help us build a very influential, high-integrity media platform. So today is all about stories. I think when we started Hurun in 2012, we did our first press conference. Our first press conference was with GROHE. And we started speaking about real estate top 100 list, and that is how we started. And now it's evolved into something so special. We've been working with GROHE for the last 7 years. And just to give you some trends of how the list has evolved, just to give you some numbers, the number of billion-dollar real estate companies has grown from 12 in 2017 to 36 now in India. In China, for the first time, there is a degrowth in terms of billion-dollar real estate companies. And we believe this number is only going to double in the next 5 to 10 years. When we started the GROHE Hurun India Real Estate Top 100, the first year, there were only 5 companies that were beyond their local cities. Now, if you look at the real estate top 100 list, almost 60 companies are beyond their local home state, and 4 companies are international as well. Another interesting trend is how big these companies, how big enterprises you have built. For example, the top 10 in the list 7 years back was 5,000 crores. Now the number 10 in the list is 33,000 crores. The threshold to enter top 10 has increased by 6 times. Just to do a comparison between just the last year and the list was launched somewhere last year, so just to last year and the year before, The average value of the list went up by 75% from 8,000 crores to 14,000 crores last year. The 86% of the entire GROHE Hurun Real Estate Top 100 list saw a rise in value. Just 1 year, the threshold to enter the top 100 in the list increased from 30% to rupees 1,200 crores. This is interesting. 18 of the top 100 are run by professionals and 20 are run by next-gen like Pankaj and Tapan and such amazing next-gen entrepreneurs, indicating the next wave of wealth creation and value creation. And the 30% of the list are from tier 2 cities. Very, very clear that real estate sector in India is a very high value creating and possibly one of the most impactful sectors in times to come. So we've been putting this event with GROHE for the last 6 years, and we were discussing with GROHE on how do we take it to the next level and create more impact and create more inspiration. So as part of the plan, our intention is to go to at least 7 to 9 cities over the next 3 years and promote and speak about the local heroes or the regional leaders of each of these cities. So we've done one in Bangalore, now in Delhi. By all means, the regional heroes are also national heroes, but then we'll go city by city. So what do we want to do with this and with the relationship with GROHE? GROHE and Hurun wants to be the almanac of the Indian real estate. The almanac is more than a record of numbers. It has long served as a narrative of a civilization's journey, preserving the rise of leaders, building of cities, and shaping of economies. For instance, the Mauryan Empire Royal Almanac documented the reigns of emperors and expansion of the domains. No way I could have by heart, so I had to read it out. In the same spirit, the GROHE Hurun India Real Estate Top 100 list serves as the almanac of India's real estate, chronicling the rise of India's modern-day real estate businesses, shifting centers of power and evolving economics of land. Each edition is a time capsule of ambition, resilience, and excellence in shaping India's real estate economy. Once again, before I conclude, could I request all of you to give once again a big round of applause to everyone who's getting felicitated today. And thanks a lot to GROHE for 7th year of partnership. Thank you, Priya. Thank you, rest of the team. I look forward to doing this more with you. Let me conclude by saying it's an honor to share my story in front of you and also to have you join us. I welcome you all to the event. Thank you.